Hey guys, welcome to my studio. My name is Evan and today we are doing a sketchbook slash art portfolio tour. Basically, this is all the art that I have still from a very long time ago till now. Now, most of the art that I made a long time ago was lost, unfortunately, when we moved. I cleaned up and threw away lots of old drawings, which is kind of stupid, but yeah. Here we are with the oldest stuff I have. It's quite a lot. So we're gonna start by just putting all of this aside. I'm starting with the oldest sketchbook that I still have, or dummy more. This thing. It's all beat up. Pretty much, it's not even filled up complete. Like the last pages are, most of these pages are actually completely empty still. But this is actually a sketchbook I found probably a couple weeks ago, and this is one from school. So when art class started, we all got one of these dummies, and these were the ones that we practiced our art assignments in and made sketches of everything. So yeah, let's go start with the beginning. So the first thing I made in this was, obviously, I wrote my name down, Evan. The first thing we did was some sort of shadow practice or something. So I did this with a very soft pencil. Obviously, there's no blending in this. Like, it's not that horrible, I guess, but it's not very good. But yeah, it was my first drawing, so honestly, I wasn't even that mad. This is when I first started to think about drawing as a more serious thing and wanted to practice more, but I was still horrible, so more shadowing. Now this circle is pretty bad, but obviously they're just basic shapes. So, like I said, I was a pretty horrible drawer, or like artist. Drawer is not a word. I was a pretty horrible artist back then, and this is the kind of stuff I drew. Very old cartoons. I love looking at these and seeing how much I've improved over the years. Like, it's insane. So this is not, I'm Dutch, so this is my native language. It's pretty much directly translated to little gray. I don't know why I said that, but you know, I thought it was super good back then. But the eyes are horrible, if you can see. But yeah, other than that, I think I started to kind of get how faces work, but still not really good. So, again, I thought I was good at drawing cartoons. This is a horrible banana, actually. Cacti, and the sun, and a little snake. Now, this is a drawing that I actually liked. So this is a rose. I really enjoyed drawing roses. I still really enjoy drawing roses, actually. And I almost still draw them in this like little format. And if I have to draw a quick flower, I draw this. So now an empty page. Now we have a butterfly puzzle thingy. I thought it was really creative doing this. Honestly, it's really not that creative, but whatever. A color wheel, because we had to make a color wheel, and yeah, so primaries and secondaries and triteries or something. I don't know, man. I don't even know the correct terms. I skipped a page again. This is a drawing of, this is a pre-sketch actually, of a drawing that I still own. And it was a really big canvas that we had to paint something on. So this is what I painted. There's a little cactus, or how do you call these in English? I do not know. But this bird, I drew them from the internet. I looked up a plushie and then I drew the plushie. So yeah, I was pretty proud of this thing. We tried perspective drawing a little bit. It's not good. This is King Frog. Now, we had to make like a little sculpture out of plaster, and we had to make a sketch for him. So, King Frog can jump 2 places to every direction the frog can go through other pieces. So, basically, we had to make a chess piece. So, this is King Frog. Now, this is when we started to learn about like faces and how they work. So we made all these structure lines, and then we had to we had to try it and draw it. And oh my god, I did horrible. What is this? But oh well, I tried, right? Then, oh, this is a different perspective drawing. Wait, let me show. Here we go. This is a little better than the other one. It's pretty good. This was a quick sketch for my actual assignment though, and the other one was obviously way more detailed. But yeah. A Ninja Turtle that I probably copied off the internet, knowing how much I copied back then. Again, skipped because why not? Quick cartoons. We had to draw these in like a minute, so boom, really fast, quick, like faces. These are some notes I took in class. So this is pretty much, this says like homework, and then it has like little bits of like art theory, I guess. So it's about, I believe, elements of art. This is, yeah, elements of art. This is a random page with nothing. Here we did compositions, so I made a bunch of different compositions here. And this was a little try thing for an art piece I did. And like I put the pencil, corresponding pencil on top, because we had to make a picture with different colors. It was like rainbow themed, so yeah. Now, our tree, we had to draw a tree. I really like this tree. Honestly, it's not that good. I have the final assignment of this. We had to make a tree silhouette. I have this one, so I'm gonna show it to you in a second. A different tree. Don't like this one at all. Doodles. I was turning into a huge Vex fan. If you don't know Vex, I'll link his channel down below. He's a cool guy. Go check him out. He has amazing art. This is a gecko. It's a crested gecko because I was obsessed with reptiles back then. I still am quite obsessed with reptiles, and I really wanted a crested gecko. So I drew one to try and impress my mom and kind of persuade her into getting me one, but it never worked. But I still like the drawing. So this was actually pretty good. It was just a photo, it's like copied off a photo, but yeah. I feel like it's a pretty important skill to be able to just copy something on a piece of paper properly. So, and then I started on the salamander, but I think I never finished that one. Now we had some quick sketches for an assignment. I had to make things corresponding with my dog, and then I had to paint him all in one huge composition with like different little thing, and I had to make sketches. So I drew a duck and some tennis balls and a bone and a leash and a puppy getting pet and a cat and a block of cheese because he loves cheese, and a car because he loves being in a car. And yeah, so this is how I wanted to do it. You see all these little like squares and stuff, and I was going to put like maybe the tennis balls go here, and then like I don't know, whatever. And I drew, yeah, okay, you see, here we go. Here's my layout of it. Obviously I made a more detailed one with watercolor. Oh, I have a collar as well. Char peanut butter. So this is a messed up deer. I didn't like the deer for a different assignment again. So I did some snakes instead, and I ended up making a llama, so guess that didn't work out. And is that the last thing in the sketchbook? I think it is. So we move on to the next sketchbook. Now, I think I'm gonna start with, this is a recent sketch. This is one I haven't finished. This is one I'm working on right now, but it has really old stuff in it. So I started this, left it for like a year, and then went back to it. So yeah, it's a Canson one. I drew upside down. This is Dobby. I probably copied this off the internet because I wasn't a good artist like this back then. Bunch of swatches with like my new color pencils. I tried like blending and stuff like that, and yeah. These were 30-second sketches I did of like my gym class, people in my gym class. I was obviously really bad, as you can see, at drawing, so I sucked, but whatever. I really tried to kind of get figures. I did some eye practice, some eyeball practice. I even put little things of like what I liked and little X's of which I didn't, which ones I didn't like. I did some noses too. Now some of these noses are recent, I added them, so, but yeah, that was pretty horrible. Bunch of little doodles. So these, I will say when they're more recent drawings in here. More doodles. Again, I was obsessed with Vex. So this is when I really started to kind of get into that more serious bit. So these are male standards and female standards and hands and stuff like that. And yeah, I drew a pizza doodle. I drew an ice cream doodle. I drew a coffee doodle, which I never finished, and a cherry, and donut drinking coffee. Now this even has a date on it, so this is 17/2/2018. 17/2/2018. So this is about a year ago now that I did this one. Some more faces. This is a female face without any hair. So cartoons. I really liked these cartoons back then. Right now I look at them and I'm like, oof, I could have done so much better. But back then I thought these were really cool. And I thought I was really cool for drawing them. But yeah, so this is like a year ago. This is a sketch of a fish. I saw a really cool fish while diving and I wanted to show my mom. So I tried to draw it, but I kind of failed. So I just ended up showing her a picture on the internet. Now, I don't know what this is, but I believe my brother told me to draw this. I believe he challenged me to draw a guy in his underwear with a mustache. So that's what I drew. Now, obviously my muscle placement is completely off and there's absolutely no correspondence anywhere. And it's not right. Absolutely not right anatomically, but whatever. By the way, disclaimer if I make any language mistakes, because English is not my native language, and I like to say I can speak a good word of English, but sometimes I still kind of struggle, so. More doodles. Yeah, so there's a UFO on a plane, and a rainbow and the sun and clouds and whatever. Little thumbnails. King. This is for a project. And a guy in a hole. This is the character from Fortnite. Drift, I believe he's called. I don't play that much Fortnite anymore. Okay, this is a cartoon of a friend of mine. And it's actually really accurate. If you see him in real life, he actually looks exactly like this. Which might be an insult, I don't know. A personal logo design that I did. Horrible eyes. Horrible anatomy. Practice, but whatever. Some objects and a glass. This is my brother drew. This is not mine. A face. I actually quite like this face. I think it looks pretty decent. This is more recent though. This is like a month ago, 2 months ago, where I started really practicing again. This is for a school assignment. This is a different style of cartoon that I wanted to try out. Didn't suit me. I enjoyed it, but doesn't suit me that well, so didn't do it again. A character design I did, it's called Winston Dumont, and he's like a rich kid. I like the side view of him. I don't really like the front view, but the side view is pretty good. So this is really recent. So this is like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, when I started this. So this is like recent, okay? Mushrooms, hand practice. Oh God, hand practice. I'm horrible at hands, by the way. So, poses, leaning poses. Shoes. I'm horrible at shoes too. I like this shoe though. I think it's pretty good. These were 1-minute sketches I did. The guy stomping the floor, sitting down. Some of these were really bad, and I did these while in between playing games, so they were quite bad. I drew more doodles because I was bored. I said in between during games. In between games. And then some like little kids. I really like this girl. I think she was cool. I think I did a really good job on the hair. What is this? More random doodles. More poses. And like little nose practice and stuff like that. And I drew this Saint It Chief with this head because it was horrible. More pose practice. And now female poses. So I drew this pose. And I started doing spreads. This pose. And this pose. And I got one more. Oh, I got two more actually. This pose and this pose. And I actually used this for a piece of art that you will see later on in the video. Anatomy practice. Different boobs. Different hairstyles. I'm horrible with hair. Oh, marker swatches. Nothing too special here. More marker swatches. And I feel like that's it. Yeah, that's it for this sketchbook. So that's all I'm at so far. Now let's get on to the real stuff, shall we? So first, actual art. So now most of this is copied in the first so yeah. Again, this was started when I was really little, or like this is like a year ago, and then I stopped and continued art. This was like partially copied. Like I copied like the top of the skull because I didn't know the structure of a skull, and then I added the fangs and like the hole. So it was like more of a reference thing, but yeah, whatever. This is completely copied off the internet, so is this. Doesn't really matter. This is my first original. I was so proud of this. It's a full color flower. I drew these all the time though. For if I ever wanted to test something, I drew this. You'll see it later on. Again, obsessed with Vex. Did the yin and yang, some Vex doodles. This is a copied Vex art. I wanted to tribute him. Thought it was pretty cool. Little Pirates. So this is 2017. Oh, that's actually 2 years ago. Holy heck. This I'm saying it's like 1 year ago, but it's like 2 years ago. This is again more original cartoons. I started drawing more comic-y. Again, a girl. Again, 2017. I thought this was really good until I started coloring it because I didn't know how to shade. So it just looks bad. I didn't do the shading on the right side of the pants and everything. The chick looks pretty good, but the guy is like, his legs are weird. Oh, this is cool. I really like this still. I was very proud of this. I spent like 2 hours on it, trying like to put my hand like at a very weird angle and like trying to copy it. This is again 2017. This feather, and then copied it off the internet. I can remember that. Batman, a comic. Again, more comic-y style. This was a little over the top, but I went back later. This dude, I don't know who this is, but I like this guy. Ooh, if you guys know this, please put it in the comments if you know which people these are, because I will marry you. This is like one of my favorite shows ever. It was stopped, but it was a good show. If you know this show, put it in the comment section. A bird, because I love birds. And the Spartan guy, which I drew pretty recently. It was a pretty recent sketch. So that was the end of that. Now, it's art portfolio time. So, and this is not actually all of my art. This is just like old copied stuff and watercolor. So, old copied stuff and watercolor. So this is watercolor, 16/10/2017. It's my first watercolor painting I ever did. 16/10 is the same date as the other one. This is 21/10. Pretty sure I copied. This was like drawn with like pencils on the internet, or like with crayons or whatever, and I did with watercolor because I wanted to get more practice in, and I didn't know what to draw. So this one, I'm really proud of this one. I really like this one. This is a still life that I did for class. We got 10 minutes for this one, and then on the back we got 2 minutes for this one. This is our logo design. Again, there's my flower. It's a Venezuela logo design, and I put the Z backwards because I thought it was cool and edgy, but yeah, whatever. Superhero logos. I was a superhero nut back then. Now, these are the internet copies, boys. Batman, Thor, the Hulk. Again, more internet copies. These are not part of that. I have my superhero collection. These are probably all internet copies. Spider-Man, Deadpool, and Captain America, and I bound these all together into one big poster and hung it up in my room. Now, I drew this. I saw my friend drew something similar, so I drew it in my way. And then I looked. She said it was like something she made up, right? It was like an original for her. But then I started looking up for inspiration, so I just drew like drawing pencil and looked it up on the internet because I didn't know what to draw. And I came across this almost exact piece, and it was like, that looks sketchy. So she copied it off the internet, said it was hers, and I copied her idea. So I didn't directly copy this off the internet, but in a way I did, but I didn't know I did. Again, there's the flower with my I tried watercolor pencils. These are very cheap ones, and they're horrible, and I didn't know how to use them. And then it turned out like this, so yeah. And then we have my final thing. This is like my art, I don't know, this is a binder, and it has like all of my art in it. So this is the most recent thing I drew. It is, oh no, it's actually not the most recent thing I drew. That one's behind here, but yeah. So this is a superhero, and he's like half bionic. And I really like this, only the head is so, oh my god, I hated the face and everything. I couldn't get it right, and I tried very hard, and I just couldn't get it right. And it was stupid because I really like the body on this guy. This is 28/2/2019. So we can do side-by-side comparison of like how much I improved over the time. But yeah. So here, by the way, this is done in markers, and I'm going to make a video of like what art supplies I use, and I will talk about them more. But yeah, markers, pencils, an astronaut. I put dates on everything now. Back then I didn't. More marker drawings. Now these are sideways, so I probably should there we go. This is the first marker piece. It says it up top too. So this is one of the poses, right, that I drew in my sketchbook. And then I did this hand, and I think you probably noticed straight away there's something very wrong with his pinky. I know. Or with her pinky. I don't know. I tried copying my own hand, but I think I accidentally switched poses halfway through, so it ended up like this, and it's stupid, and I couldn't backtrack because I only realized when I took a good look. And that is after I started with my markers, so I was pretty much done at that point. But I tried. Hands are difficult, especially when you're doing it with color, and I like the thumb on this. I think the thumb looks really good. Am I the only one? I think the thumb looks good. But yeah. Oh, this is inspired by somebody on the interwebs. I saw him do something similar where somebody looked through a window and he saw space. So I decided to do it with a telescope thing. So yeah, thanks for the inspiration, I guess. Freddy Krueger. I love Freddy. Jason Voorhees. It was a photo reference that I drew him from. More in a cartoony style again. I don't know, how do you call these guys in English? Quick, quack, and quack? I know. Quick, quack, and quack. That's in Dutch, but I don't know. Yeah. The nephews, we all know them. Again, Vex stuff here. This is old. It's 2018, 11. This is exactly 1 year ago. Almost exactly. This chick, which is from 3/2/2018. This is almost always a year ago. I like the body. Don't like the face that much. Again, these are all the old cartoons I did. I really dislike this one. And I really like these two. So I like this one a lot. This is 2017. And this is also 2017. So that's the point where I really started to take art seriously, and I practice a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot. I practiced so much back then. Like, I probably filled up like 3 sketchbooks in the course of a month. That's how crazy I was about drawing. I drew so much. But I just don't have everything anymore. It's stupid. I really like this guy, but then I made him have a, like, elf hand and then a normal human hand back here. I don't know what I was thinking. I drew this for Inktober, and the prompt was mysterious, so I drew this guy. I actually have a sketch of him that's also in here. So yeah. And then this is a charcoal drawing, or at least the black part is charcoal and the colored part are just cheap colored pencils. Miranda Bailey from Grey's Anatomy, because I'm obsessed with that show. Yeah, this is probably copied off the internet though. I put my signature on it, my fake signature, because it's just a bunch of scribbles. This chick, I really like this chick. I don't like the ears on this, and I draw jackets like this all the time still, because they're the easiest. Because I don't have to draw the shoulders, or like the arms on one side. So yeah, I really dislike the nose and the ears, but for the rest it's okay, I guess. An eye, 2017, I first got my charcoal pencil and I was like going ham with it. I like the iris on this one. And then a copied Spider-Man pic. Oh, and this is the assignment that I was talking about with the trees, right? So, it has silhouette. And I got a 9 on this, which is like the equivalent of an A+, I believe. And then a 10 is an A star. So, yeah. So I got like at least an A on this if you translate to American stuff. But yeah. So that was the end of everything I have, and it's a mess. Oh my god, bro. But yeah, you know, I love art, and I feel like it's something that we should all be able to like explore in a way, and you know, it's good to see how much progress you have made throughout the years. So okay, so here we can have a little bit of a like progress side-by-side cartoon. I think this is the most, so this is what I drew 2017, and this is my style in 2019. So I feel like I've definitely improved over the years. I don't have as much time to draw anymore, but I really enjoy drawing still, and I feel like it's something everybody, you know, should enjoy, and at least, you know, I don't know, get to enjoy as much as I do it, and that's good. So I hope you guys liked this video. This is my first ever video, so if it's not that good, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and make better videos soon. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave a like, leave a comment, obviously hit the subscribe button if you want to see some more art stuff. I feel like I'm gonna upload regularly, like every single week, hopefully. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.